How's it going, everybody? This is Brian Funk, and I'm really excited to share a new chapter with my Music Production Club community, the Monthly Music Mission. We're going to use the support of our community to finish at least one song per month. And I've got an Ableton Live session with some presets, sounds, and recordings that you can use to help bring your song to life. For our first Monthly Music Mission, this is the Spain Adventure for September 2024. My wife and I took a trip to Spain with her mother and aunt. We visited a lot of really cool spots, and I recorded samples there. The basis and structure of our trip was around following Game of Thrones filming locations, which is actually a really cool way to see some really interesting structures. If you think about it, the producers for the show were scouting out some of the coolest locations in the world. So we just kind of picked some of those places and then built a trip around it. And I recorded samples at these places that I've built into instruments and field recordings and even some reverbs you can use in your projects. So I want to show you what they're like. So this is the session I've got with a bunch of instruments and sounds you can use in your music. You use as much or as little as you want. I've got some instruments here from different places in Spain, as well as some from the Long Island Railroad. There's ambient sounds. There's a drum beat I recorded at home that has quite a lot of distortion to it, running it through some cool gear. I've also got two different reverbs I recorded from places in Spain. One is from a cathedral in Sevilla, and the other one is from a stairway in Portmataro near Barcelona. And these are really cool reverbs that you can use. And I'm going to show you what they sound like as I go through these sounds. So this is a magic singing bowl. This was recorded in Basque during the festival of San Roca, and it was a crazy party, street fair going on, and one of the merchants was selling jewelry and then sort of like blessing it with the singing bowl. And I recorded her doing that. And this is what you're hearing now. And one of the cool things is if you listen, there's chatter from the fair. So it's got some kind of fun atmosphere of people in the background. There's some different macro presets for you. We were listening to the pad, but there's also like a pluck and a swoop and a swoosh. I got the pad again. And I'll run it through some of these reverbs. So this is going through the Portmataro staircase. Maybe for this we'll do the pluck. Add some nice space to it. That's without, and that's with it. Cool. I'll go to another one. I'll go to the Spanish dove. So there's a dove outside our hotel in Sevilla, and I recorded that and made this kind of weird looping sound out of it. I'll let you hear the original. So that's the dove, and then these interesting sounds from it. Kind of fun. So next up is the Long Island Railroad chime, which is just the announcer on the Long Island Railroad. These chimes right there.
This is the train.
So we turn that into this nice instrument here. This is the pad sound, and there's a couple different macro presets I made for you here. Next is the chime. It's also using that Long Island Railroad sample, but it's just more of a chime single instead of looping. These are kind of cool. This is a running LARP. We got the delayed train, and we got a slot machine. Go back to the init. So this is kind of just a sample. And I'll let you hear this coming through the Sevilla Cathedral reverb. I have a picture of the room I took this in. Again, no reverb. And this is with the cathedral. Really nice. So on the next few tracks, I got some ambient sounds. These are field recordings, and you can use your own music, different places, different locations that just had cool ambiances. You'll hear insects and bugs and people in the street. The Paseo de Pedro Vargas is a fun one because we ran into a little trouble. Our car ran out of electricity, and it wasn't charging at the charging station. So we went up stuck at this public charger that was cool. It was there, but it took like 5 hours to charge the car enough for us to get home. While we were there, though, we were in this really cool historical location. And these are the birds that were in the trees over there. Must have been thousands of birds in this tree. It's really cool sound. So that's something that you might find use for in your music. Now I've got some drums. So these, as I said, were recorded at home and run through some of my outboard gear. I got a warm audio preamp and a warm audio 1176 compressor. I just really cranked them like crazy. I'll let you hear with the reverb. These are just some drum loops. So that was the staircase in Formataro, and this is the cathedral. And these come with no hi-hats, closed hi-hats, and open hi-hats. So it's like 3 different energy levels of the same beat. And that's what I got for you. So these all come from, I guess, different parts of the world, really, Spain and New York. And it's for the monthly music mission to make a full song in a month. That's, I think, a great goal to have. And we've got a very supportive community in the Discord. I'm excited to hear what everyone does. Share your work there. It's a beautiful country with so much history. And I'm really happy I got a chance to get some of these sounds. And I'm really looking forward to hearing what you do with these sounds and the music you make with it. So good luck and have fun.